How you doing, guys? I'm Sean.
Hi everybody, I'm Lynn. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day today.
Absolutely magical day. Guys, listen, today's video, we're going to be talking about being ghost banned. I'm not too sure if you're familiar with that term. We weren't aware of it until last week.
In fact, we'd never heard of it until last week.
But we got ghost banned on YouTube / Google Plus. And it came to light. And the reason why we're really pushing it out there, because one, we think it's disgusting. Now, we've got it rectified. We like to think we've got it rectified in our channel, so it's not here till, get the violins out and start moaning and groaning. But we're very cautious because, as you know, we've got this competition, this telepathy competition, experiment, I should say, going on at this moment in time. And we're just anxious in case it's happened to any of you, not just on our channel, but other people's channels you subscribe to. And we think it's disgusting that it's happening to anybody, but more importantly, the devious way that YouTube and Google Plus is
I'll tell you a little bit about what it is. Now, basically, when you go onto YouTube and you watch a video and you want to leave a comment, obviously you type a comment and press enter, and then your comment goes on. You can see your comments and you assume everybody else can. But what's been happening when you've been ghost banned is that it lets Google Plus and YouTube let you leave the comment as normal. So you see it on there when you're logged in, but when you're logged out, your comment vanishes. So no one can see your comment. The only person that can see it is you. So you might as well be talking to a wall, basically. And that's what ghost banning is, isn't it?
This is completely different from being like spamming now, because like, as you know it yourself, like we get probably about 200, 300, maybe 400 comments every single week onto the channel, onto the videos.
On all our different videos,
yeah. Now you're going to get some wonderful comments that the spam, they get put into the spam folder, and you have to open up a spam folder and you see who it is. You have to go through the spam, and then you'll see regular subscribers' comments, and you have to click approve, and then it goes on. Ghost ban is entirely different from that. We get no notification whatsoever, nor does the people who will post onto their channel that somebody has been ghost banned. Now, as you can gather, Lynn, would leave no negative comments. We don't spam anybody.
No.
Neither do I. But the fact of the matter is that Lynn was ghost banned.
I was for a few days. I tell you how I found out now. I always love watching YouTube videos, and if I feel passionate about a video, I'll leave a comment. And believe me, guys, I'd never ever leave any bad comments. In fact, I nearly always thank every single person who does a video. I say, oh, thanks for sharing the video, so-and-so, and have a wonderful day ahead, because that's the type of person I am. Now, if I can be ghost banned, and God help, anybody can, because I never leave a negative comment. And the only reason why I found out is that I left a few comments on some videos the one day, and it was really interesting subjects. And later on in the day, I thought, I wonder if there's any more comments on that particular video. A
bit of gossiping.
A bit of gossiping, as you do. So I didn't log on. Now, I only usually log on if I'm actually leaving a comment or I'm checking my own mail. So I didn't need to. I just went onto the YouTube main page and just typed in the channel names. And I went on, and I couldn't see my comment on. The first one, I thought, that's strange. I went into all comments, nothing. And then maybe that's really strange. So I checked the other people's who had left comments on, and it wasn't there at all. And it's different if you go on and the person's got 500 comments, and you're not going to wade through them all. But most of them only had a handful of comments, and I thought, where's mine? So that made me think that's really strange. And I just thought maybe it's the internet, it was a server error or something. So I decided to log on to my YouTube, and then magically I went on the same videos, my comment was all on there, and I thought, that's very odd. So I started Googling it, thinking maybe it's a bit of a bug, Googling it. And of course, apparently it's been happening to a lot of people. Apparently they're getting ghost banned. And what Google Plus do, sneakily, they don't let you know this is going on. The reason because usually there are genuine people out there who are just bad spammers. They'll hammer a load of videos, put stuff out there. And because they don't want you to know you're being watched, they won't let you know. They think that your comments posting as normal, and they keep you forward like that for a good few days, sometimes a month or two, sometimes even longer compared to some people. And they're watching what you're typing. Now, obviously, I've never left any negative comments, and I never would, because I'm not that type of person. But what's happened, I have left previous comments on certain individuals' YouTube channels that are very, very successful YouTube channels, and I've left topics comments on there, and I've had a lot of people reply back to me on my particular comment, not necessarily to me, usually it's nothing to do with me. They'll be chit-chatting to each other, like they're having replies to each other, to Tom Brown, to Jerry Smith, and they'll all be talking amongst themselves. And of course, every time they reply, I get a ding at the top with the little bellies of Google to say someone's replied on my comment, even though it's nothing to do with me. And there was a couple that particularly had a lot of, about 50, 60 replies on a couple of my comments. And I think that's possibly, well, according to YouTube, Google, they're suddenly thinking, hang on, there's a lot of interaction going on Heartful of Happiness, which is my channel, on her comment, ding, 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 and I think I've been flagged.
Ring a bell.
I think I've been flagged. Of course, it was nothing I did wrong, but Google don't know that. They just see a lot of interaction going on, and I think that's what got me flagged for a few days. And thankfully, it's cleared now, but every time I post a comment, I have to keep logging off to check it's gone on. It's a real inconvenience, and it's sneaking out, and luckily I found out about it. God knows how long it'd been going on before that, even. I didn't know. I might have been speaking to a wall.
No, you're talking. And as I say, it's not just down to the spamming aspect of it, because it was more than a few days, it was actually over a week, that what we found out that we had to do was actually every time, and it happened to me then, by the way, with 2 different computers, 2 different IP addresses, 2 different channels, and I just recently started up a channel there, and even that, and I very rarely have to reply to people's comments on my channel. And I think there was only 1, maybe 2 people that I've left a comment on outside my channel, like just trying to wish them well with the video and love the video. And even they were ghost banned. So it's not just down to the IP address. It's also, it must be something else going on. Nobody really knows what their
you can't find any information.
Is.
In fact, when you actually Google it, excuse the pun, and find out why it's happening, there's people coming up with they say, I really don't know why it happened to me. It is anything I could be guessing, the only thing I could think. And why has it happened to Sean's channel? His is a new channel. We really don't know. And possibly the reason why we're letting you know, I think it's happening to everybody.
Yeah.
You don't have to necessarily do anything wrong. You don't necessarily have to be spammed or flagged or anything.
Yeah,
it seems to be quite random to who it's happening to, isn't it?
So what we found out you could do is actually when you realise that, so what you do is you leave a comment, and I want you to do this in your own channel, guys, because go through previous people you've commented on, because we'd hate to think, and if you asked us a question here on Dreaming of Avalon, and we didn't reply back. Now, we replied till 99%. If you go back from the day we started, 99% of the people, if you've got a reply button onto your channel, and it's a civil question or it's a comment, we do our best to reply to 99% of the people. But we don't want you to think that you're looking down the comments and you're seeing us replying to everybody else and we're not replying to you. It's quite possible that you could be blackballed. It could be quite possible you've been ghost banned by YouTube. And want you to, not just our channel, but go to other people's. When you leave a comment, sign out of your account and look at that same place and look for
leave
your
it for a few minutes, because it can take up to several minutes for your comment to actually reappear, actually, because sometimes it goes into a bit of a backlog, because if you log out straight away and check, it probably won't be visible for a few minutes, so allow for that.
Surely. And when you think about it then, what we found out was any videos that we were not getting our comments on ghost banned on, if you go to that and you're still signed in at that stage, you've signed out and double checked that your comment's not there. But we found, and we believe it to be successful, a couple of other people have mentioned this, we got us onto it. If you, when you're signed in, go to the page that you've left your comment on, that you've been ghost banned on, because it's not, some people have their whole account ghost banned, but in our case it was every couple of videos and every couple of channels that we were commenting on.
It's really odd, wasn't it?
So what you do is you go to the page that you left your comment on, your comment's not there. Scroll down to the bottom of the page, you'll see about leaving feedback. Now, although you never get any comment back from it, leave the feedback and tell them exactly what happened. Tell them you think you've been ghost banned. You ask them why, and just ask for their help. And I know it sounds bad, like asking anybody for help, but ask them for help. Just trying to say, look guys, what's happening here? I'm leaving a positive comments, and it seemed to be ghost banned. Now, we've done that on probably about 10 different videos.
We had to do it with every time we didn't post.
About 3 days later, all the comments are now back on again, and we're able to comment on to them individual channels.
We never heard nothing back from Google or YouTube, no explanation. But all the comments now, and they seem to be going on as normal. So, of course, when you look up online, a lot of people, it's happening to quite a lot of people, and they don't know whether it's because it has been down to flagging or replying to too many comments, or whether it's just down to a bug in the system. It could be a bug on YouTube, and that's why it's periodically posting and not.
Knowing YouTube and Google Plus, probably incompetence. And, that'll probably get us flagged again for the hires that be, the big brothers watching us. But it's got this stage, that YouTube has made it very difficult for people to leave comments. It's almost as if they don't want people to leave comments. They don't care about leaving comments. They want people to maybe just view the things and get the advertisement revenue from it rather than what we do with our channel. We share the information, and we like to have that interaction with yourselves and ourselves or other people if we're leaving comments on it, because people taking time out to make a video, and we drop a message down, thank them for the video and how are your thoughts on it. But it's sneaky that Google and YouTube are actually disguising it, that the people are leaving the comments and they're not knowing that they're being flagged.
Even if they're genuine are spamming, but most people getting hit aren't spamming, and it's happening to a lot of good people. We just want you to be aware of this. Personally, in my opinion, since Google took over YouTube, they've done nothing but murdered it, I have to say. Definitely. And I don't know anybody who actually does approve of Google. They've just murdered YouTube.
Google.
And they've
self-recommendation.
Yeah, it's just so annoying. And people who've had YouTube for a long, long time can just see what's been happening. But anyway, things change. There's nothing we can do about it. We just wanted to make you all aware of this. Also, the little thing about the reply button at the bottom. You may not be aware. Sometimes you guys will leave comments and you'll ask us questions on things, and we can't reply because there's no reply button. Now, when you're logged into your account, you will see that you've got a reply button at the bottom of your comments, but it's not visible to us or anybody else because obviously, if we can't reply if it's not there, and you don't know that you haven't got a reply button, but there's a way around it. How was it?
Yeah, it's probably too difficult to get into it this way, but what you have to do is you go into your Google Plus account, and then up in the top right hand side, you'll see in the Google Plus there'll be like settings, and you'll get it via that way. What I'll do is I'll put an annotation here on this video here, reference it, but basically you have to go into your Google Plus account, top right hand side, there'll be a settings that you'll go in there, and when you scroll down, you'll see about replies, and you have to click allow replies. So that's how we get that sorted out.
So anyway, we hope this video is a help for you, and just something to be aware of.
Definitely. Guys, listen, thanks very much for watching. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe. You could follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. And check out the telepathy experiment we haven't. There's another couple of weeks left.
There's still a couple of weeks on it left, so have a go if you haven't done already, guys. Sending you loads of love and loads of happiness as always from Ireland.
Cheers, later,
and until the next video.